What's going on, everybody? It's Lorne in the studio tonight on the Free as Fuck podcast. Let me adjust my cameras to here. It is Sunday, November 21st. I got my How the Grinch Stole Christmas shirt on with Joe Biden on it. You can cop that at my Etsy shop in the link below. Got a special guest tonight. We have Jacob Hamrick up in the studio today. We have done some podcasts before on the Choke Test Dummies. We talked about MMA and fighting. We might talk about it tonight. Who knows? Who knows? We're going to do some amigo chat. We're going to kill some time. And we're going to have a good time. I think. Maybe go over some current events, even though he pays attention to almost nothing that happens in the real world.
Literally nothing.
Literally nothing. He's eating a Cinnabon from a racetrack gas station, drinking a Coke.
I'm just like scrolling on top. Have you seen these little board monkey NFTs?
Yes.
People are paying substantial amount of money for these.
But do you know why?
No.
Okay.
As is a monkey.
It's not, though.
It is.
But it's not.
But what is it?
The Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT line has inherent value, intrinsic value. It's not just buying and owning the picture, but like they give you exclusive entries to, like, one of the Bored Ape Yacht Club is like yacht parties and all these hosted events with people who have also spent hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars on NFTs. So it's like an invitation. It's a ticket. It's like the golden ticket, the Willy Wonka golden ticket, except you don't buy it.
Really?
If you own it, then you have access to these events. Like I saw a guy talking about on obviously TikTok, take it for what it is, but he was a guy there talking about buying a Bugatti Chiron, $2.5 million car, not because he wanted a Bugatti or because he wanted to drive the Bugatti or he cared at all about it, but because he wanted exclusive access to the Bugatti meetups where you meet up with 20 other people who own Bugattis and you talk about other things other than Bugattis. It's the network key. That's what it was to him, and that's the same thing as the Bored Ape Yacht Club. That's why they're so expensive. Now there are other NFTs that have sold for a crazy amount of money that I don't understand why they were so expensive. And when people are like, "Oh, I made 10,000 cows or giraffes," or whatever they're doing out there, I don't understand why they would have any value just as a image. But I did premise this, and I told Megan this. Feet pics as NFTs.
It's ingenious.
Why are we not doing this? Why are we not just taking feet pics and making them NFT? You would be the only perv to own that picture of her feet.
Now, I guess it would be a different picture, huh? I was like, because if you bought one NFT of her feet, is every NFT of her feet now taken?
No. Just that one image. That's it. That's one image is one NFT. It's
you gotta switch it up though. It can't be like you have like different toenail polish and stuff.
Dude, you could take 10,000 photos. They'll all be different. All of them be a different NFT. And maybe, look, this is gonna get way off topic and kind of creepy, but also they're doing it, so whatever. Like if you own one of her NFTs, maybe like once a month you just get one of them sealed packs of panties from the gym, one of them gym sweat hitters.
I didn't know we were gonna go with that, but
I mean,
that's not where I thought we were going. But yeah,
you dove.
I worked out on these. Just
listen, you can't afford a Bored Ape Yacht Club, but you can afford a foot pick and some used underwear.
You want one of these?
What the fuck is that?
Dude, they're Choco Rolls.
What the fuck is that?
They're pineapple ham filled cakes. There's two of them.
This dude gets hungry, goes to Quick Trip, comes back with
There's
suspicious.
Well, I figured if I'm gonna start hanging out with you more often, there's a whole section dedicated to Hispanic treats. I'm like,
You should at least Google it. I will.
I
I feel like I should break it in half just in case.
So good.
This tastes like Easter.
I don't know what to, but it ain't good.
It ain't great.
Oh god.
I don't know why they would fill it with that.
Easter's a good.
Wow.
Them really gross bunnies you get from the Dollar Tree.
It's like it tastes like Easter, like a shitty Easter. That's what it tastes like. Jesus died so that we could eat chocolate bunnies.
Disgusting.
Cadbury eggs and Peeps.
Why am I still eating that? I like oh my god.
Oh, I love it. I freaking
so
love
good.
it.
I'm gonna swallow it.
But if you do join the show, type some comments in here or some topics. Pick a topic. I've got some topics loaded up in Omegle. And Jacob's never done Omegle with me. It's kind of fun. I don't think I'm gonna put the Omegle person up there. I can throw it in this chat, so maybe we'll do that, but for the most part, I think we'll just listen to them. People don't like, whenever I'm on here and they see my my cam pop up, they're like, oh, and then they get spooked. So we'll see. So basically, how I do this, I mute them on YouTube until we verify that they're not crazy. Because some people will just play some ridiculous shit that'll like get me kicked off YouTube because they're haters and they don't want to be on YouTube, which is fine. So if they ask, like, yeah, you know, we're obviously streaming on here. Sometimes I get people that want to have fun conversations. Crypto's been a popular topic. Politics is always popular. A lot of trolls in there, but I put gym motivational stuff in there. So if you're watching this and you want to ask some questions about gym life, fit life, Jacob is a personal trainer. He was a veteran of the war on socialism.
He has formal education as he eats a cinnamon roll, and
yeah, he used to blow stuff up in the military. So if you'd like to learn about that, how to rig a van suspiciously, maybe don't ask that question.
Or do ask that question.
Or do ask that question. So yeah, you know, we like the MMA world, the BJJ world, also the BJ world.
BJ worlds are cool too.
You know,
and nothing wrong with that.
So post up your question up here in the chat or your topic. And yeah, I didn't even really look at the news much today. I should have. I was just perusing. I saw that one article and I was like, dude, that's fucked up. But yeah, I guess what people are going to be talking about is that a person plowed their SUV through Waukesha Christmas parade and 20 people are injured with some fatalities. What drives a person to drive an SUV through a freaking holiday parade?
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, it happened like today.
Like 6 people get killed or something like that.
Let's see if they haven't updated on that. It just says some fatalities. 11 adults and 12 children were ferried to local hospitals. That is unreal, and that's in Wisconsin. Yeah, it says children's Wisconsin hospitals that have 15 patients. No,
we need to watch this. 3212 unredacted. So,
that's about your friend.
Yeah, my buddy. They got they were never deported to Nigeria. They got ambushed and 4 of them got killed back in 2017. I believe it was 2017. Yeah, you're gonna watch that. It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu? I don't have Hulu. What? Why would you? First of all, who has Hulu? Nobody.
Me.
Exhibit A.
They have Rick and Morty.
They have Rick and Morty.
Yeah, and also 3212 unredacted.
Freaking Hulu. Nobody has Hulu. Hulu is like the Wish version of Netflix.
No, because you can.
It goes Netflix, YouTube, Amazon Prime Video, bunny ears.
Nah, because Hulu, you got live TV. You can watch football.
AM radio.
You can watch the break.
Hulu.
I watched the World Series on Hulu.
You can watch the World Series on anything.
Not Netflix.
Not Netflix.
Exactly.
God damn it, you're right.
And the Braves won, so
I don't care.
Just the.
I don't care.
God's a Braves fan.
But back to what we were saying.
Want to fucking
some crazy asshole decided not the day parade and drove their SUV through it, which is insane.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. You know, they thought there was going to be riots over the Kenosha thing, and there just wasn't. People were like, okay. Some people in LA robbed a couple high-end stores, broke in there. Wasn't that crazy though?
Yeah, I was seeing there's a bunch of posts about y'all pray for Kenosha or whatever after this trial gets done being over with. And then like it said verdict was reached, he was not guilty. And then I didn't see anything about
nothing happened.
Anything.
Nothing happened. People got mad on social media, but nobody rioted, which is good because wouldn't the irony be that he's there because of a riot. He gets acquitted. People riot, and another person gets, catches some kind of charge over some kind of violence because he gets acquitted at another riot. Then that person goes to court, and we have an endless cycle of rioters getting murdered and killed and assaulted, and it just doesn't stop. I thought it was extremely coincidental that the case in the death of Ahmaud Arbery was the exact same week as Kyle Rittenhouse. Two completely different places, two completely different crimes at different times, and Rittenhouse overshadowed that case, and I think that case should have gotten a lot more attention. The death of Ahmaud Arbery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because those dudes are guilty as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, those dudes need to go away.
Yeah.
And
isn't that the one the cops broke into his house?
No,
that's Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor.
That's not right.
Ahmaud Arbery was killed in South Georgia, jogging down the street.
Yeah.
Those three white dudes shot him. Shot him with a fucking shotgun. Yeah. Went after him, hunted him down. Arguably, just hunted that man down.
That's right.
And I also pointed out in my last couple of my podcasts that I do not know the names of the guys who killed that man, and that's fucked up because Ahmaud Arbery is not on trial. He's dead. And somebody on Facebook pointed out that it's not the Ahmaud Arbery trial because he is the victim. Mm-hmm. But if Ahmaud Arbery had been the perpetrator, it would still be the Ahmaud Arbery case. We still don't know what's the names of the two white dudes. Someone tell me. I don't know. I have to Google it, and we shouldn't have to. I can tell you all the names of the people in the Rittenhouse case.
Didn't they? I saw something else. I don't even know if it's true or not.
I just thought it was really convincing. And then what the next thing that's going to happen is that people are going to flip out over is the complete and utter lack of coverage of Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to ask you about.
Yep. Because that's happening this week. That starts this week, which is weird. Why would you even start that on Thanksgiving week? They ain't working. Dude, fucking they ain't doing shit. They're going to do jury selection.
Everybody's busy. You guys have a court case on.
Exactly. Like, arguably one of the largest cases that you can, like, that woman is the Pandora's box to the elite people doing some elite fucked up shit. She is the box. We got the box. And we're not going to hear nothing about it. It's fucking crazy.
Are they going to stream it? I don't even know.
They're not. I don't think they're going to stream it. No. They should. There's going to be the entire stream would be redacted.
Yeah.
It'd be like, beep.
Yeah.
We can't say any of this on TV. So crazy.
That's crazy.
It is, man. That's the world we live in. The world we live in is crazy. You got to watch Tiger King season 2, though. I guess
I haven't seen season 1.
It doesn't matter at this point. I mean, season 1, he's already locked up. Season 2, I started watching it. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
I don't even know. The only thing I know about Tiger King is that the Joe Exotic guy is gay and has 2 husbands. Or something like that, right?
Well, he's got 1 husband. He's had several husbands. They've all died.
There's a picture of him and like 2 dudes or something.
Well, I mean, he had a lot of dudes.
Oh, man.
Dude, Joe Exotic could pull some dudes.
I just know. Apparently, I'm like.
If you're out there where he's at, he's fucking you.
He's fucking.
He's about to get exotic, boy. That's all I'm saying.
I know that.
He's about to get it.
The main lady, like
that dude, walk with a limp for a reason. He's just carrying a freaking loaded gun back there, buddy. He's walking with a limp because it's on one side. It's too heavy. I don't know, man. But Carol Baskins. So
killed her husband.
All you need to know is Joe Exotic. They arrested him for murder for hire. That was what he originally arrested him for, murder for hire. And then they charged him and convicted him on 18 counts of animal cruelty. They couldn't get him with murder for hire. The whole murder for hire thing is pretty ridiculous. And when you watch the season 2, it is apparent that it was ridiculous. Like the guy that he allegedly hired to kill Carol Baskins is free and was never charged with anything. How are you going to hire somebody?
It's not a reality TV show.
It's a documentary. It wasn't reality.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought this was a reality
no.
show. Like, this was all scripted stuff.
No. This was a documentary that was filmed about him, made about him.
Made about Joe Exotic?
Mostly Joe Exotic. There were 3 other players in the exotic animal world. Carol Baskin was one of them. This other guy, Jeff Lowe, was this obvious criminal element, obvious, into all kinds of criminal activity and illegal shit. And Jeff Lowe apparently set up Joe Exotic for the fall of this thing. Like, dude, everyone over there is on drugs. They're just fucked up. They're doing crazy shit. They're breaking all kind of laws. They didn't care. But they got him. They got Joe Exotic. He's at 22 years in prison.
He's still in prison?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's sentenced to 22 years. Animal cruelty. Now, I would say this. After watching Tiger King, he probably deserves at least half of those animal cruelty charges. He did some fucked up shit to some animals. But at the same time, everyone else there did too, and they're just all free, getting rich off of this. It's pretty crazy.
That is great. 22 years.
22 years.
Some animal cruelty.
Yeah. Dude, the best part that I've seen so far, this is a spoiler alert because it has almost nothing to do with the whole fucking show or anything. But they're talking about him growing up. So he was like the youngest sheriff in this town in Texas. He was like 18 years old and the fucking sheriff of a town in Texas. His car that he drove was a fucking like Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am. That was his car. He put sheriff on the side or police or whatever in a decal, and he put a little fucking light on the roof and drove it around as the sheriff in the town.
That's fucking awesome.
What is happening?
Dude.
If you're
Well, how old is he though?
He was like, right now, I don't know, he's fucking 18 then. He's like 550.
So that was like, what, the 80s?
Let's see, Joe Exotic.
That's when Smokey the Bandit came out. It's like,
see how old he is. He's 58. So you're thinking he was 20. So take 30 years away. 30 years ago, it's 73.
73,
basically.
Yeah. That's like when Smokey the Bandit like just came out, what, shortly before that?
Bro.
Burt Reynolds in his prime, man.
He was driving a fucking Trans Am with a police sticker on it.
I'd do it.
Just out there living life, slinging dick. That's all.
That's my favorite movie.
How crazy is that?
Smokey the Bandit. Such a good.
I thought that image
Eastbound and Down on my way to
Eastbound
Down. I shit you not. I got in, hit play on my Bluetooth connected, boom, Eastbound and Down. I was like, God bless him.
I wonder if I can find a picture of it.
That's crazy.
So great, dude. It was so great. He was young.
Well,
He didn't even get to be a freaking sheriff. Look at this kid. Look at this kid. That was him right there.
Look at him, handsome lad.
Dude, where is it? I'm gonna see if Joe Exotic Trans Am. Maybe that'll pull it up. Probably not. It was on there, and I was like, dude, this was great. Freaking great. It was on the show. I might have to find a screen grab of it. Is that? Oh, there it is. Is that him? I don't know. No, it says Highway Patrol. That's not him. Nah, damn.
Yeah, no, those are
I'll have to grab a screen grab of it because it was like when you watch the show.
560. Full stem rolls.
What are you talking about,
dude? I'm in the middle of a snap. I'm trying to tell her about.
He's trying to tell some thought about a gas station meal.
She is a very strong. She lists pound for pound more than both of us.
That's irrelevant to the
just saying,
thought
she could
acronym.
definitely kick both of our asses.
That's fine.
And her boyfriend's also monstrous.
That's fine too.
Maybe not monstrous because it's like 5'10".
Can't even see him.
He's big son, either way.
Can't even see him.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, but they have a Coke Zero because it cancels out the calories.
Coke Zero. Christ.
Good for you, man.
No.
It is.
I'm gonna put Joe Exotic in our Omegle topics. You might have to move that monitor out of the way. Yeah.
That's cool. I can see.
You can kind of see. It's gonna be in a small little corner down.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's all good.
All right. Let's fucking see if there's anyone on there. You got to put the headphones on because without the headphones, you're not going to hear nothing. Let me make sure it's on here for us. And like I said, I'm going to mute so YouTube can't hear him until
Yeah.
We see what's
Yeah.
going on. Because people are dickheads. So there's that.
Man, I wish.
Let's see what comes up. So basically, they can just close out. Oh, fitness and gym. That's on the topic.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It was this Omegle song. It sounds.
Next.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so you want to be able to see what's going on. And let's see, maybe, sometimes people just don't want to, sometimes people don't need just dicking off. What's up? See? And so they just keep scrolling. I think a lot of people out here looking for love, man, in all the wrong places.
Why?
What's up? We got comedy.
You both like comedy.
Yeah, no, see?
Ah,
some people I don't think of.
I'm trying to get us some good knowledge on lifting and shit. Why are they not talking this?
I think some of them might get intimidated. What's up, Jim Rat? See, he probably out here looking for some thought. What's going on? Investing. All right.
Oh, fucking Tennessee. Love it.
You out here looking for some people that are into investing, growing wealth. That's what's up. Do you mind being on our show for a little bit, talking to us about it? All right, cool. We stream on YouTube, son. We just talk about whatever. This particular show is the Free as Fuck podcast, but I do my own live stream about investing as well.
I don't know fuck for shit.
Yeah, Jacob doesn't really invest in much, but he does invest in himself. He's a personal trainer, so we go with that.
Yeah.
What kind of investments are you into? What's your game? Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, are you an equity trader or are you an options trader? Okay. Okay. I got you. What got you started into investments and trading crypto? Okay, yeah, TikTok, boy, ooh, they suck you in, don't they? Okay. Okay, right on, right on, right on. I ain't mad at that. I can fuck with that. I started with some equity myself, trading on basically Cash App a few years ago because it was so easy. Mm-hmm. You need to know pretty much zero to trade on Cash App. But then I started going into Robinhood and then Webull and ITD account and stuff. And I got into options because man, you can make so much money on options. It's so wild, but you can lose all your money on options.
Yeah. It's options to me is a scary trade. I've been trying to learn like calls and puts and just hear bits and pieces of it, but I haven't really pieced it together yet.
Okay. Well, if you have some questions, I can probably answer them for you. I do a good bit of it.
Can you give me just an overall summarization of options?
Yeah, we can do that. Options is, think of it as trading. You're trading a contract, the right to something that you do not own. And the one of the best explanations I've seen online of it is a real estate example, which is if you have a home that is worth $100,000 today, I will pay you a premium. I'll pay you, say, $5,000, mm-hmm. and we'll have a contract that says within the next 6 months, I will purchase your home for a certain price. Could be over that. I have the right to purchase it at $110,000, right? $10,000 over, because I think that in 6 months, your home is going to be worth $150,000. I'd like to buy it at $110,000. Mm-hmm. I'm going to pay you $5,000 for the premium to that. Now, as we get closer to that end of that 6 month mark, if your home has not gone up in value, the contract that I paid for is going to be a lot less appealing to another buyer, right? I'm not going to want to pay $110,000 for a house that's only worth $90,000 if it went down in the market. To that extent, if it's worth $115,000, I've paid you $5,000. Your house is, I'm going to buy it for $110,000 and it's a wash. It's even. So that's our break even point, right? At the end of our contract. And the same with puts. The puts is just going the opposite direction of that. So that is what you're doing. Now, the factors in there that you have to keep in mind when trading options is close to expiration. How close is it? And the volatility of that stock. because the implied volatility makes a huge impact on how fast that contract moves and how fast it recovers. Those are important, especially if you're day trading. If you want to get into something a little bit more on the swing trade side of things, you need to look at the Greeks, which is the gamma, the delta, and the theta. Theta is how much it costs you to hold that trade every single day, that you do not sell it. Delta is important because that tells you how much that contract will move per dollar that it goes up, right? So everything's on a scale of like 0 to 1 in the Greeks. So if your theta is 0.05, it's going to cost you $5 a day to hold that. Or 0.05 will come off that contract. So if the contract was $1, right, tomorrow it'll be worth 95 cents. And that number is going to increase or decrease depending on how close you are to your strike price and how close it is to expiration. It will vary a little bit. So you can kind of weigh your options there when you buy it. Now, if you're day trading it, your best option, your best thing that you have to put into your mind is you do not want to hold on to that bitch longer than you have to, right? Because what'll happen is you've got two things, you got two outcomes. One of them is you buy the stock in the morning or the option contract in the morning, and the stock pretty much goes in one direction, up or down. That's the best case scenario for you. If you buy calls and it goes straight up and has very small pullbacks, then that thing will print hard all day, especially if it goes from out of the money to in the money. You're going to be up. I mean, I saw one, the best call out I saw recently was 2 weeks ago on a Friday. Shopify contract went same day expiration, $2 cost, so $200. At the end of the day, it was $64, so $6,400. That's an insane run on Shopify. Now, keep in mind, Shopify only moved 9%, which huge move on Shopify, if we're being honest. But
especially how much it costs per share.
Correct, right. So you paid $200. You bought this out of the money contract. It was $80 away or whatever from the strike price, and Shopify went straight up, and that thing printed hard. Now, what if that doesn't happen? Let's say I see a lot of guys. I'm a part of a Discord that does the 5-minute workday. 2 spikes straight up, and they sell, and that contract could spike 50% within 1 minute candle, and then it dips down below where it came. And then it takes forever to recover back to that point again, because the Greeks just murder the contract, right? It's like this. When it first spikes up, the odds of it running that way just went way in your favor. Then the stock goes down 1%, and the odds of it recovering are not as good in your favor. So the contract doesn't move as fast in the other direction. And the biggest problem you have when you hold on to something like that is you don't have enough time for it to recover. This is for your day trading, especially if you're trading something that's like SPY, IWM, the Qs, same day expiration. They can print hard. And I did day trade a good bit. My best week I had, I literally went from $0. I traded $5,000 on margin. I YOLO'd into the Qs. It ran 280%. So I turned 5,000 into 21,000. I cashed out, and then I went 20 grand deep into QQQ calls again, 0 day, and turned it into 44,000. 3 days. It was 3 trades. And then I lost all of it on Nvidia. Yeah. So, I picked Nvidia really at the end of the day when it ran like hell, and I was hoping for a 330 push, and it just went completely the other direction. And, they went from $2.80 to 50 cents a contract. And it went, when you're trading 400 contracts, that's a big deal. So, but what I used to do in that, and what a lot of these guys do is they'll take 100 contracts of something that's cheap, like 50 cents or 60 cents. So you're talking, you're still talking like, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, and that contract only has to move 5 cents, because each penny it moves is however many contracts you have. Right. So $100, 500. If you got 200 contracts, every penny's $200, and it can move 5 cents in 5 minutes. That's $1,000. Then they sell, they get 1 red candle, they rebuy it because now it's back to where you bought it originally. It gets 3 more green candles, and they keep scalping it on options. And I've scalped 10 grand in 20 minutes before, if you've got enough to play with. But the problem is that once you start, you get addicted to those gains, and you're like, dude, it's gonna run. Why wouldn't it run? Well, the reason is because airport bomb in Afghanistan, Joe Biden sneezed, Jerome Powell's talking. I mean, just all of these random occurrences that just for no reason throw a giant wrench in the market. When you're trading equity and a stock drops 1%, you're like, whatever. You're trading options and something like Tesla drops 1% and you cry, because Tesla, certain stocks, the options, Tesla's one of them, so volatile.
Yeah.
I mean, you can print 100% trade on Tesla in 10 seconds. And then it will never recover again. It's so crazy.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you look in the past 3 months of Tesla, you can just see how big of a percentage it's gone up.
Oh, huge. But the wild thing about options trading is you can trade large cap stocks that barely move at all. I mean, they move 0.25%, and you can get 100%. You could trade SPY almost every day, probably 1,000% trades a day, if you can time it right, because it will make those moves where those contracts will go up 100%, and you can sell it and then buy puts, and it will drop, within 5 minutes, and then you can buy calls on the bounce. And these guys time it, and they do really well. Where a lot of traders get burned is that they don't have pattern day trade restrictions. So you're like, well, it's a swing trade. You'll see that call out. Oh, I'm swinging Disney 160 calls. You're like, cool, I'm gonna buy one of those. And then 20 minutes later, they're like, close Disney. And you're like, what? Why are we closing it? What happened? And then Disney goes to 156 and your option's worthless. And you're like, it tanked my account. And then the Discord goes, one trade shouldn't tank your account. And you're like, dude, all I had was $200. So I had one trade, you said swing trade. I swung it into the dirt. So
yeah. With options, do you sell like an individual contract to another person?
Yes. So it's the same thing. Anything you buy and sell in the stock market, anything that you want to sell, someone else has to buy it.
Yeah.
So the problem that I ran into this, I've only run into it one time. I played recently I played an earnings call on a stock that when I went into it was basically like an earnings forecaster. It showed me all the companies that had earnings, what their projections were. And this one was projected 4,000 increase in revenue. And I was like, oh, well, that's huge. So worst case, half of that, still 2,000 increase in revenue, right? This stock should make a pretty good move. It wasn't an expensive stock. I want to say it was like $12 or $15 stock. I bought a bunch of contracts on it to move up a little bit. And the problem is that there was no liquidity to them. So when it opened the next day, it didn't move up, but like 1%. Yeah. And there were no buyers for these contracts I'm holding. And I had about $5,000 worth of contracts and there were no buyers. So even though I held them, they went from $1 to a penny and then back to 60 cents because there'd be like 2 buyers. And I was literally manipulating the price of the options contract, just me. I held almost all the contracts that were for that strike price. So I would put my ask price in at $2. And then there would be a bid at 50 cents. And then I'd lower it to $1.50. And then what happens is the bid ask spread changes, right? So my account value would go from them being worth 25 cents to 75 cents. And I was literally watching it happen. And then when the stock started to get a spike or two, I would drop one contract down and sell it for $90 and recover some, and then raise the other one. So I was literally manipulating it until I could get to the point where I find somebody who would want to buy them. And that's the only time it's ever happened. Most of those ones like Apple and Facebook and stuff, there's buyers for all of them. The only time you get really screwed is if you hold them way deep to expiration and they're worth 5 cents and nobody wants to YOLO into them. You got too many, and they're just going to expire worthless. That does happen.
How do the see? I've heard of them. Like whenever I bought that course, I saw it a little bit. Whenever I started learning options, whenever I just dipped my toes in the water. But what do the Greeks represent?
The Greeks represent decay. Decay over time, basically, is what it comes down to. So theta is the amount that contract's going to lose over time, like on, let's say, be a y-axis, I guess. The closer to expiration that number is going to come off of that contract, especially if it's out of the money. If you're in the money, that number is going to be really small, right? If you're out of the money, the number is going to be much bigger because the chances of you getting there are far worse. And, you know, if you've got a contract that expires in 4 days versus 6 months, huge difference. Delta is the amount of money that it will move per dollar that the stock moves, right? So for every, if the delta say 0.5, that'd be 50 cents. And the stock's trading at $10. If it moves to $11, that stock would go up by, or that contract would go up by 50 cents. So if you had a contract that cost you 50 cents, it moves a dollar, the option moves 50 cents, you've 100% gain on your money, right? Your contract went from 0.5 to $1. And it's all multiplied by 100 because you're trading 100 contracts in options, is what you control. So that's what that is. Gamma is a little different. I'd have to look up how to explain gamma. It doesn't really affect your day tradability on them that much. But those, the theta and delta are the two that you're going to pay the most attention to. And open interest. Open interest. Open interest is the amount of people that want to buy it or are currently holding that contract.
Can you put your YouTube in the chat?
So yeah.
Subscribe to you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
What would you consider your top? You know, what would you consider your top few long term?
Well, going forward now, I would probably go tech related. I would say for sure pick EV charging companies such as Blink. Blink had a hell of a run. I didn't expect it to hold that run, and it did. It did really well on holding the run off earnings, mainly because of the earnings play. But going forward, since Biden is so heavy on EV and infrastructure, I drive a Tesla, so I can tell you firsthand in a big city, there's 5 supercharging stations. It's not enough. Mm-hmm. There are other like chargers that I can go to that are level 2 chargers, but I'll be there all day. So in order for any of that EV infrastructure to happen, charging companies are going to play a gigantic role in that going forward. There's no other way around it, especially with like Lucid Air having cars on the road now.
I saw one the other day.
Yeah, you saw one drive down the road? I haven't seen one yet. But with, you know, Ford having their truck wanting to come out, Rivian obviously making a pretty big splash. So those have to go up. Mm-hmm. The FANG stocks aren't going away. Facebook is going to go to fucking the moon. There's no stopping Facebook. The metaverse thing, this is just so new to us that we don't even understand yet how they're going to make money, but they're going to make money off of literally every single thing that you see on your screen. And that's going to be insane. So there's no stopping them. Apple, I think, is a great slow growth company. They're not going to stop either. Maybe they make a car, maybe they don't. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. They're still a tech company. And then the ones that fuel them are obviously the NVIDIAs, the AMDs, the, what's the other one? Micron Technology. That's a great stock that keeps going up. So all of those fuel each other. Mm-hmm. Long term, I don't see any of them really just disappearing. Yeah. By any means. So
would you say the same for Microsoft?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, Microsoft's not going anywhere. It's just some companies are too big to fail. Now, when you're trading options, you can fail. But as far as equity, no. And honestly, my suggestion to you, if you want to get into trading options and you wanted to just get your feet wet and not lose any money, just buy, you know, you've got a decent little account there, buy a contract that expires 3, 4, 5 weeks away and just swing it and just see how it feels to watch it move. It's not going to move that much. You know, you're not going to lose all your money. It might move 2%, 5% up or down. And hell, you might pick one that actually gets a spike and runs up, you know, a good bit. They're going to cost you more money to hold them. You know, you might pay $1,000 for a contract instead of $100. But tomorrow, if that stock goes down 2%, you're not going to lose all your money. And you've got all that time left for it to recover and rocket up. So there are really safe ways to options trade that can be really profitable long term as well. Even buying leaps, buy a leap on Apple or Microsoft or AMD or NVIDIA. you know, they're just so much more expensive that a lot of new traders can't afford them or don't want to tie up the money in them. But long term, yeah, you could buy a contract on them and, you know, you could just watch it. Maybe it doesn't move at all for 2 weeks. It could just sit there and do nothing, you know. And I've averaged down on stuff that was, I've averaged down. I bought a couple Microsoft calls on a Thursday and swung them into a Friday expiration. And I think I'd paid like $1.20 for them and woke up and they were worth like 15 cents. And I just went and bought 50 more contracts at 10 cents. And they went to $3.20 that day. You know, Microsoft just went straight up a freaking ladder, and you turn $500 into $5,000. You know, but those are risky plays. If you wanted to do something that's safe, buy something with a lot of time on it, where you go, all right, well, you know what, Apple will probably realistically by the end of the year be $200. It'll be a $200 stock. There's nothing to stop it at this point. So you buy a 180 strike price for January, and you hold on to it, and you're more than likely going to be 50, 60, 70% gains. I saw stocks last week that were 2,000% gains off of earnings. So, yeah. You know, but there are some things that you just can't foresee. You can't foresee Peloton dropping 20% overnight. You're like, what in the fuck happened to that? Or what was the other one I played? I played another one that it dumped 30%. You're like, what, dude? What? Where did your company go? You had a company, you woke up no company.
See, I could tell you a funny story. It's what somewhat got me into stocks. My grandma, she's done it for a long time, and she used to pay a broker to set up and buy stocks for her back in the 90s. And I guess the guy was not a bad trader, and she was showing me, she doesn't really know too much about it. She just kind of had the broker do it for her. And she showed me her stock papers and had 50 shares of Microsoft. And I was like, wow, do you realize how much money you got just laying here? She just didn't know. I mean, it's just like nothing happened.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I know crazy. I think my parents had Disney stock a long time ago. And that was another one that just got straight murked, you know, on earnings. I actually had Disney puts. I played Disney puts going into earnings, and I woke up and Disney was down like 6%, and I was like, it's a good day. I mean, that was a 400% trade overnight, you know. So it's like, dude, and you know, you're always, your regret is you didn't buy enough. When it goes the right way, you didn't buy enough. When it goes the wrong way, you bought way too many options going the wrong way. So,
what would you say would be the best way to find stocks that are volatile?
Here's the thing. 2 things. You can go on FinViz and find high volatility stocks.
Yeah, I've done that. And the second
thing is stay away from high volatility stocks.
Yeah, true.
With options, because well, I put it this way. I'm a part of 2 different Discords. One of them is Team Bull Trading. Those guys are great. Follow their call outs. There's 9 traders on there that are there all day long, posting call outs and answering questions. And then I'm on Orb Investing. He's a TikTok guy. Both of them are on TikTok, honestly. Both of them have a channel on there. Orb Investing is on there too. And they have a good group of traders as well that have good call outs, and follow them. Or, you know, and honestly, if you're scared about losing money, paper trade. You know, just go open your account and paper trade some contracts. I will tell you this, it doesn't feel the same. And when they talk about the psychology of trading, that is a real, very real aspect of what you're doing. Because, you buy a contract on paper trading, it's worthless, you just buy another one. You get $100,000 in your paper trade account, who cares? But when you've got 10 grand in your real account and it goes down to 2 grand in about 25 minutes, you're like, I am fucked. You know? And the same thing goes when it goes straight up. You're like king of the world, and that you can't replicate the emotion you get from that. And part of it, and I've talked about this on my podcast before, part of it is that we let it happen because it's not real money. It's real in the sense that we can close the position, it's in our account, we can take it out. It's not real in the sense, if you were playing the same, we're going to call it a game, you're playing the same game, and someone was sitting across your desk and you put down $100, and then every couple seconds they either put down money in front of you and you were watching it go up, or they started taking money away real fast, when would you pull the plug? Because it's very different when it's right in front of you, like a shell game or something, or you're at a casino and someone's putting down, you put down $500, and next thing you know, there's $6,000 in front of you. What point do you go, I'm going to take some off? Well, if that guy just reaches down and takes $3,000 away, you best damn believe you're going to grab that other $3,000. But we're just watching numbers on a screen, and it's like a little video game, and it's not real. We only have the attachment once it's over. Then we're like, we're fucked.
Yeah.
In the meantime, it's like, it's just a game. We respawn, but we don't respawn because the money's gone. So I find it interesting.
I definitely know the feeling of losing money. My first ever trade, I bought into a stock. It was a pharmaceutical company called Zomedica.
Yep.
And,
ZM.
Yep. ZOM, I
think.
Zom. And I was up, I think, like $180 something, and I was like, man, for my first trade, I'm feeling pretty good. And I held on to it because I had done some research, and they were not investing, but they were releasing a new product called True Forma, and it was some type of something for animals. I couldn't tell you what exactly, but I bought it early February, and they said that in late March that it was when this was going to come out. And me being new, I really didn't know too much, so I was going to hold it until then. And by the time I held it that long, once it reached that date, I was down like $100.
Right.
I was like, come on, please pray that it'll go up, but never did.
Yeah, that happens, man. I've had some that just, you're like, dude, there's no reason this should be happening. And then part of it is, and I think a lot of people learned this lesson this year, is there are people on YouTube and there are people on TikTok and all of these platforms that pushed this ridiculous ape narrative, and they got to stop. Because, and I bought into myself. I took $585 into AMC calls the day before it went to $72, and I cashed out $20,000 out of $600. So to say the least, that was a hell of a trade. Yeah. And I believed, after thinking about, well, GameStop ran 3 days. That was the first day. AMC will probably at least run 2 days. And the next day, the options chain opened up with 145 strikes. And I'm like, somebody thinks it's going really high. So I bought $19,000 worth of 145 strike calls that were a week away from expiring. And it went up for about 4 minutes. It was up like $5,000, and then it went down, and I sold them for $2,000 the next week because I believed the squeeze was happening. We all know now that shit ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of people are still being told just buy and hold. Well, guess what? While they're buying and holding their $40 of stock, everyone else around them, and the YouTubers especially, are making a ridiculous amount of money, for one, telling you to buy and hold AMC. He doesn't have to buy shit. He can just have 500,000 people watch him, and YouTube's going to cut that dude a check for Trades is probably making $50,000 a month off of YouTube at this point. So what does he need the stock to move for? He doesn't care. And keep in mind, while that was happening, that him and Matt Kors and the other guys were all trading options every day, day trading the shit out of AMC. Not a single one showed you their portfolio ever. No. And we can't show you that. Well, meet Kevin's portfolio is all over YouTube. It's all over his account. Shows you every trade he makes. Don't give me that shit. The reality is that every time someone said, well, should I buy these strike price calls? They went, no, because they knew it wasn't going to happen. But a lot of people lost a lot of money, and there are a lot of people that still hold the bag on AMC and GameStop for that matter. Are the companies going to go away? No. But is it going to go to $100,000 a share? Get off my fucking screen with that. That's crazy. It's ridiculous advice.
It's ridiculous watching these people on TikTok who will, like, especially with crypto. I feel like crypto is really targeted. Like the Dogecoin, the Shiba Inu, all of them. They get all pumped. Like some guy will make up something random, and the rumor will get spread, and everybody will start buying it up.
And there's no liquidity to the altcoins that they're posting. Oh, I put $1,000 in, it's worth $600 million. Yeah, You can't sell it because no one's there to buy it. No one's going to buy it. That's why you have that. It's the same thing. There's no liquidity to them. And I don't really fuck with crypto anymore because it rug pulls for no reason. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin was at $40-something thousand after the news that came out today, which was El Salvador is going to try to buy another like $1 billion worth of Bitcoin to have a Bitcoin city or some shit. When El Salvador did the first thing, Bitcoin dropped like 28%. That's insane. That's absolutely, that is a serious amount of money being pulled away from Bitcoin.
Especially because it's that
good
high
news.
of a price.
Yeah, so
28%.
I don't mess with it. And, you know, Dogecoin, will it go up? The only way they go up is if people buy it.
Yeah.
That's it. And continue to buy it. And people just aren't doing that. That is right there in front of you. Shiba, rug pull, clearly.
Yeah.
All of these altcoins they're just big rug pulls. Someone made a lot of money, you know, maybe a handful of people made a lot of money, but overall, most people lost money.
See, I'm still like a new trader, and I really don't like I've invested into Dogecoin and Shiba, and both times I made decent money off of it. I think I made close to $500 off Doge, and then just I think 2 or 3 weeks ago when most cryptos had that spike, I made $250 off of Shiba.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
The way I work is I pretty much will keep. I'm a small trader. I mean, you know, I'm still in high school.
Yeah.
And I work a 9 to 5. You know, right after school.
5 to 9.
Yeah, it's 3 to 10 usually. Is
right.
But I usually like to keep about $200 in there, see what I can do with that, and then if I can grow it, usually once I hit that 500 mark is when I'll take it out and put it in my bank account, save it. You know.
Yeah, good for you, man. I mean, a lot of kids are just wasting their money. You know, they're not doing anything to be proactive. And you know, the reality is that if you study this and you become, you know, fluent in it, you may never have to work a regular job in your life. You can do what you want. That's a real deal with trading. I mean, equity's tough because the moves are slow, but there are ways to, you know, I watch dudes in the Discord every week make thousands of dollars a week off of small accounts. It's very doable.
I don't think a lot of people understand how much money there's to be made on the stock market.
Yeah, I mean,
well, no, I take that back. There's
a lot of people out there.
People, but
it's hard to do.
I meant more like my age.
Yeah.
I feel like I mean, obviously you have to be 18 to trade, but you know, I don't know hardly anybody, even out of my friends, and I have a very big friend group that really are into investing. Like I've already made deals with one of my coworkers. Me and him are very, very big into, you know, like investing stuff. And I live in a very small town, and next to us is a pretty big town that's starting to boom. It's a little north of Nashville called Clarksville. Mm-hmm. And there's some land up there that me and him are thinking about buying and building a triplex on for right next to a college called Austin Peay. And me and him have been talking about this, and I think we're going to both go in and try and do that.
I think one thing that deters people that are younger, maybe in your age group, is the term investing. Mm-hmm. Because investing, when you hear it, that is a long-term, slow, something your granddad did, something your dad did. You're like, I've invested it, and you know, it gets 2% a year, and I grow. Look, that's not how it is anymore. And if you talk about, instead of I'm making an investment into Apple, or going, I'm going to make a bunch of money off of Apple stock.
Yeah,
that's a different mindset. And you go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to trade this up. Now people understand trading. I can take this phone and I can trade it up to a Tesla. I've seen that happen on YouTube. I just need to find enough people to trade it. And they understand that trading is a value. There's an inherent value there. Investing is like, I bought that thing and then in 20 years, I'm going to get my thing and retire. So the term, I think, doesn't relate to the younger crowd, but I think trading does. We used to be like, I'm a trader. Okay, cool. I trade shit on Facebook or Craigslist or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you apply and go, all right, well, what if I could tell you could trade your $500 for $5,000 in a week? Would you be interested in doing that? And they go, that's not real. No, that's very real.
Very real.
That's
Yeah.
extremely real. Like, you know, you'd have bought Lucid stock last week and you bought $60 calls on Lucid, you'd have been up freaking 10,000%, you know, this week. You'd have turned $100 into 10 grand. No lie.
No, I almost did that too.
Yeah, hey, I wanted to chase Lucid and I was like, that shit is going into the dirt. And then it pulled back and then it went back up and I was like, this son of a bitch.
Like 2 weeks ago or something like that.
You just don't know. You don't know when there's a stock that's that volatile on a momentum play like that. You just don't know. It's so risky. You're like, dude, someone has the rug. They got the corner and they're just waiting for enough dumb motherfuckers to stand on that rug. And they're like, bye. You know? So,
if you had a solid piece of advice to give to somebody my age, what would you tell them?
I'm going to assume that you're like 17, 18 years old. So I would tell them this. Working, everyone has, how am I going to put this? Do what you love to do. How about that? Do what you love to do. If you find yourself in doing something you don't like to do for a long time, stop doing that. And if you find yourself that you're working too hard to make nothing, stop doing what you're doing.
True.
And look around, because people everywhere around you are living their best life, doing stuff they love to do. And the second thing that I would add to that is you got plenty of time to do it. There's no rush. When you're 18, 21 feels like it's forever away and it's super exciting, and you turn 21 and guess what? Nothing changes. You get into a couple different buildings, you get to buy alcohol.
And cigarettes.
Who gives a shit? No one cares. And after you're 21, age doesn't matter. You know, I'm 38 years old. And one of the most impactful, What do you mean, really, motherfucker? Yeah.
You're like 40.
I'm almost 40. Shit. Don't remind me. But one of the most impactful things that I keep in my brain is Gary Vaynerchuk had an interview with a kid who was 22 years old or 21 years old. And the kid wanted to, he had all these ambitions. And Gary tells him, what are you in a hurry for? He said, I'm 42. This kid was, I think, 21. And he goes, you could do everything you've ever done in your entire life all over again. And you'd be where I'm at in age. Like every moment of your entire existence again. Why are you in such a hurry? You got plenty of time. And that's true. You do have plenty of time. And when you get...
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was saying, if you've ever heard of Tony Robbins,
Yeah.
he's pretty much the same way. I've heard of
Yeah.
a lot of similar
Tony
things.
Robbins is very similar. Tony Robbins appeals to usually an older crowd than you guys. Gary Vee really gets to the younger crowd, I think, because he's just in their space. But, a lot of things is you got time to figure it out. And when you're young, you got time to make mistakes. And life is about making mistakes. You're not going to get everything right. You're going to get a lot of it wrong. And you got time to recover. And I'm 38 and I still get stuff wrong. And you wake up, you got to remember when you wake up tomorrow after you did something that wasn't great, you go, all right, well, that was yesterday. And today we can do something different and we can figure it out. And that's it. A lot of kids their age, don't want to get stuck into working a job forever that they don't like. And they watch everyone else live their best life, Pick a goal and go and go after it and do what you like to do. If you find yourself stuck in a position where you go, this sucks, stop doing that, because not only does it suck, but it's going to suck the life out of you.
Yeah.
And it's going to slow you from being the best person you can be.
See, thankfully for me, I enjoy welding. That's something me and my buddies, like, I'll go to his house and we'll just go and lay some beads down. And I'm going to a school down here in Tennessee once I graduate for welding. And my best friend, his cousin owns a big company. He said that he would hire us on as welders for $30 an hour.
It's not bad. Not a bad gig. I know how to weld. I owned a custom motorcycle shop for about 20 years. Built custom bikes. Yep.
See, my grandpa actually, have you ever heard of Pitbull motorcycle lifts?
Yes. Yep.
That's my grandpa was the one who started that company.
Okay. I used to own some Pitbull lifts myself back in the sport bike days.
Yeah,
Sure
my grandfather and my dad. My dad used to own the company too.
There you go. Yeah, they did real well. Made cool lifts, man. They were expensive. Nice shiny gold colors. They were hey man, Pitbull was the top of the line if you were needing to lift the sport bike up in there.
See, I never really knew much about it because I was so young when my dad sold the company.
Right.
So I really never knew much about it, but
hey man, good for him.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I used them. Sure did. I built a lot of custom composite parts, fiberglass parts. I made shit from hand, painted them, airbrushed them. I mean, look, man, I built a lot of badass bikes over the last 20 years, and I'm moving on to something else now. Just out of that industry altogether. I just got burned out, you know. I rode the train too long, personally. But there's not a thing on that bike I couldn't do, build, fix, customize. So, you know, if you enjoy welding, go weld. Welding's a great career. You can make a ton of money welding. It's a trade that will never go away.
See, I think that's what I'm gonna do, and then maybe later on in life, I'd like to go to college, and maybe get a business degree and start a business.
You don't need to go to college to get a business degree. You need to go to work.
See, I work at a
business is real world experience. Business. If you want to learn about business, you need to work in a business. You need to work with the people, because being a successful businessman is about relationships. It's not about books. It's not about studying. It's about knowing, you might want to know accounting to an extent, or hire an accountant. Hire someone who wants to know that. When it comes to being in business, relationships are all that matter. Employees, customers, contacts, that's what matters. Developing relationships. Outside of that, everything else is relevant. And you don't have to go to school to learn that. You need to go talk to people. Talk to, find a job that you would like to work at and intern there. Talk to them. Meet people that do it. You're not going to learn it in a book. You're not going to learn it in the classroom. You're going to learn it in the real world.
What do you think? Not necessarily, I don't mean like when I say this, the stock market, but what would you say, do you think in the next 10 to 20 years would be a smart investment to make?
That's hard. That's hard because where we're at in the world now, 10 years is a lifetime. For where we're at, there's no telling. I mean, Elon Musk might be on Mars in 10 years. That's how crazy 10 years could be. In 20 years, that's an eternity, and with the climate, with the social economic climate that we're in, who knows? At this point, who knows where we're going to go? Because one thing we've learned is that we're not sitting still. And one thing that definitely changed, big time with the COVID situation, which its impact is everlasting. And one thing that I found very interesting is we had two things happen. We had people who got completely decimated by COVID. They lost their livelihood. They lost their home. They lost their family. They lost their job. They lost their will to live. They lost everything when they were told, you can't do this anymore, and they gave up. We saw another set of people who were told, you got to go home. You can't come to work. And they were like, I'm bored. What do I do? And they got on their computer and they made a fuck ton of money because they had time. They had time to do things that they were interested in. They had time to figure it out. They were like, you know what? Saw this thing about drop shipping. Go look into that. Saw this thing about NFTs. Wonder what those are. Saw this thing about content creators. Wonder what that is. I got time to make like 40 TikToks a day now. And they got rich, and they will never go back to working a regular job again. And that is a lot more people than the mainstream perception wants you to believe. They look at the jobs report and go, oh, the jobs report's good. You don't need a job. You don't. All you need is a phone and access to other people, and you have that. And people figured it out. They're doing all kinds of stuff to make money, whether it's stock trading, whether it's flipping things on Craigslist and Facebook, whether it's content creators. I mean, it's endless. And people found that out and they went, you know what? I don't need this dumb job anymore. And, that was evident. I went 2 weeks ago to a Chili's. I live outside Atlanta. Went to a Chili's. Chili's is closed for dining because nobody wants to work there. It's takeout only. And you're like, dude, that's a major restaurant. People don't want to go to work. So what's going to happen 10 years from now? No idea. I mean, The biggest investment you can make is in yourself, in knowledge, in yourself, and build up a skill set where you cannot fail. You will adapt. Whatever comes your way, you adapt. Don't look at the newest thing that starts happening, the newest craze, and go, not interested. Just look at it and just go, what's that about? Might want to put that on my notes and look into it, because that might be a thing. And if you look back at the last 8 years of Gary Vaynerchuk's social media, he told you every single thing that was happening, and every one of them happened. Every single one of them. And if you had been a part of any of it, you'd be doing fine. And there's always those people out there. He's giving it away for free. It's just one example. But the biggest investment you can make is in yourself. Don't waste your time doing nothing all the time. Kids sitting around. If you're going to play video games, at least stream it. I mean, right? We all laugh when they're like, dude's playing stupid Minecraft on YouTube. Yeah, well, dude lives in a castle in England, so fuck off. Who cares, right? He's playing Minecraft. He's building kids' games for millions of dollars a year.
Yeah.
And we're like, stop playing video games. Go to school. Fuck that.
Yeah. See, it's crazy to think about. It's crazy to think about just how much money people can make off of just simple stuff like that.
Kobe Lane makes $1 million doing this on TikTok. Millions of dollars. Has the most followers on any platform ever. Doesn't speak. So, there's anything, but that's what I can say is invest in yourself, put time in it, go, oh, well, you know what? I would like to do that, but I don't, because I'm scared that someone's not going to like it. Fuck people. People, listen, no matter what you do, someone's not going to like it. Good. Let them go not like something else too. Who cares? You could have sat at home and went, I'm just going to do nothing, or I'm going to go on Omegle and see these two bums who's, they're on freaking Instagram, But you can learn something. We can have a fun conversation, and you can invest a little bit into yourself. And tomorrow, maybe you wake up and you buy an options contract and you fucking double your net worth. Who knows? Could happen. But it will 100% not happen if you invest zero time into yourself and bettering yourself.
Yeah, that's actually something I'm pretty good at. I read, like right now I'm reading the 48 Laws of Power. I'm probably in between just a quarter and halfway in between the book, and it's something that's really opened up my perspective to certain things. I think it's literally a pretty powerful book.
Right on. Good for you, man. Well, I like your attitude. I like where you're going. I think you're going places, man. I think you're going to be fine. You're going to change the world. We're going to move on, see if we can find someone with Jacob to talk to, because he's not an investor.
Nice
And you too, man.
Shit
What's up out there?
investing, so I lost all my money investing.
What's up?
I used to beat this.
Nope. Strike out. Hey,
What's
man,
up?
as a young kid with a lot to talk about. It's all right. Whoa, check this dude out. You working out? Nope.
Bro, do you find anybody that doesn't want to talk about working out on this damn thing?
I've never put it on there as a topic.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What's going on?
Oh, more investing
I'm
stuff.
doing good. How are you?
We're doing all right. We just talked to somebody for quite a while about investments, mostly stock market. But Jacob here doesn't do a lot of investing. He's more of a personal investment in himself. He's a gym personal trainer. So we were looking for somebody maybe that he could entertain, because I just gave a pretty good go of it. But what are you up here doing?
I'm learning.
So in terms of investing, there are lots of things that I'm interested in. That like I'm actually trying to learn about some like NFT type of
Okay.
stuff with investing,
Yeah.
and basically converting artwork into NFTs.
Okay.
Yeah,
I find the space interesting.
it is interesting. Yeah.
I find it interesting. I do not, for the life of me, understand why you would buy an NFT that has no inherent value, no intrinsic value. I don't understand that. Like, dudes are just drawing JPEGs and they're selling for thousands of dollars. Makes no sense. I do understand, however, the NFTs that have an attached intrinsic value in the real world, like the Bored Ape Yacht Club or the Gary V's or whatever, the V Friends.
Yeah.
Those things I understand. The kid sitting at home going, here's a picture of my Dr. Pepper bottle. It's $4,000. No idea why I'd want that. But I do understand the idea of if you own it, you now get access to something.
Mhm.
What I don't know yet is what if they just go, we're not doing that anymore. And you just spent all your money on this thing. We don't know, because I've had someone ask me that. They're like, what if you said you get a free thing every time you show up at Arby's, and then you go to Arby's and they're like, no.
You're not doing it anywhere.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is a possibility that is a risk that you take with this.
it's interesting. Have you sold an NFT before or bought one?
I actually bought one
Okay.
the other day. And it was pretty cool because I was at a conference and there was a woman there that actually did a live painting.
Okay.
She painted like live, like on stage.
Okay.
And so there's like the actual physical painting that she created.
Right.
And then they like offered like everyone in the audience to like buy the NFT version of it.
Okay. So they did a photo or a scan or something of it.
Yeah, it's actually still being developed. So it's like it was kind of like a pre-purchase of the
Gotcha.
NFT.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll see what it's like when they convert it and what that process is.
So you bought the painting?
No, I didn't buy the physical
Oh,
painting.
okay.
I bought like the pre-sale of the NFT.
Okay. I
version of it,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. And what
I actually bought two of them.
what blockchain did you purchase it on? Solana, Ethereum? Which
No, so that's the thing. It's currently not.
It's not minted.
It's not minted yet.
Okay.
So it was basically like a pre-purchase for
So-
when it becomes minted. You'll have like
Interesting.
first access to it. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So are you excited about this? Feel good about it?
Yeah, I feel pretty good about it.
Okay. I've minted 3 NFTs myself, just out of
Okay.
pure curiosity as to whether or not anyone will even look at
Tell
it.
me about that. What's
I
that
went-
process like?
I went through 2 different sites to do it, and both of them I found through TikTokers who were going through it. One of them was through Rarible, where you know, and you just, man, look, make a PNG or a JPEG or something. And
Mhm.
on Rarible, is
I'm
free.
taking notes now.
Yeah, Rarible is free
Uh-huh.
for you to do it. So you can upload it and then type your description and select a few attributes. And then on Rarible, you can post it. I want to say there's on Ethereum blockchain. And then you don't have to pay anything. The buyer pays the minting and the gas fee.
I was just about to ask you about the
Yeah. So on that one, on Rarible, I didn't pay anything. It's free for me to do it. If they buy it, then they pay for the gas fee and the minting. And then I get my little cut of it. Until then, it's just in my wallet as for sale. The other one I went through solc.io. It was, I wouldn't say more complicated. It's just a little bit more complicated because it's on Solana network. So I had to open a Coinbase wallet, deposit money into Coinbase to convert it to Solana. Then I had to download this extension on Google Chrome, which was a Phantom wallet. And I had to send it from Coinbase to my Phantom wallet because that's what interacted with solc.io. And on Solc, that's on the Solana network, the minting cost was pennies. It was like maybe 5 cents to mint the NFT. It's very inexpensive. And you can put whatever price you want on it. You know, so Solana right now is like $200 and something a coin. So, 5 cents. I put like $15 in my account basically, so I can mint some stuff. And, they've gotten a few views. They haven't had any bids or anything on it. I put them pretty cheap, like 0.05. It was like $15 or something, and just to see if it would sell. And if it sits there forever, it sits there forever. I mean, whatever. But I wanted to get my feet wet without, looking at on the Ethereum blockchain to mint something's $80 to $150. And my friend, she has drawn 3 different collections of NFT like lines, and one of her friends has minted them as a collection and has them for sale somewhere. I don't know where, but they put them up for like $5,000 or $6,000 for the collection. And he went that route because minting them together was the same cost as minting one individual. The difference being is that someone has to buy the entire collection. So if it was 10 pieces of art or whatever, 10 NFTs in one collection, they bought all 10, then they could split them up and sell them individually. But instead of them paying like $100 something per NFT to mint them, it was like $200 to mint all 10. That's one unit. So they went that route. They haven't sold any yet either. I think from what I've gathered, most of the people that are doing it, in order to sell it, just requires an ass load of marketing. Like you got to be on the Discords, you got to be posting it online. Like people have to know that you're selling it because the market is just there's so many things out there that you can even buy. How are they going to find yours? You know, why would they buy it? What's the inherent value in it? So there are some out there that obviously have gotten grave attention, and then there's a million out there that you'll never know about. Now, once you start transitioning this into what it will most likely transition into the metaverse, different story. Then we're going to have the whole world of people that are just going to buy dumb stuff to put in their stupid metaverse house. You know, so they're going to be like, "Look at my art gallery," and you're like, "What is that?" You're like, "It's pixelated. It's a pixel picture." Why do we want this?
All these like IG videos. I follow a couple of pages, and it's all this stuff like, "Oh, NFTs are the new flex," and like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, there was an article last week that there was the biggest heist in modern history where a guy created a website, I guess it was, similar to the Pirate Bay, and he basically hacked something that right-clicked and saved every NFT that there was on like 3 blockchains. He stole all the PNGs. It was insane. Wow. So this one guy has all of them. And they were like, that was the largest art heist in modern history. You're like, what the fuck?
So he like virtually pulled some like museum
it was
robbery thing.
The virtual robbery. He stole everyone.
Robbery.
It's so crazy. But to your point, I don't understand why you would want to just own some of the, you know what? If someone makes, there's some really cool 3D things that are cool.
Being like a creator and like a producer rather than a consumer of it. And I did buy like
I do like those those 3D animation ones that are loops that are really cool. Some of them are super in depth, and I'm like, I could stare at that for a minute. I can get behind that. I can fuck with that. Yeah, that's worth a couple $100. But when these guys are drawing pixel art, I'm like, need to.
Here, I'll show you some of my artwork.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right.
Now I'm interested.
Now Jacob's interested. You've awakened.
I don't know anything about any of that stuff.
I wish I
was more interested in it.
Let's see. How can I do that?
But I'm just
here we go. I'm going to put her up here so that people can see it. For anyone watching the channel here, I'm going to have to add an output capture. I'm going to put you up here so that so that he can see what you've got too. So we're still here, but we just see you twice. If that's right.
Are you still here?
Yep, we're still here.
Why do I see myself like?
Because that way he can see we can see you too on our screen because we didn't see you before.
Okay. So that is one of my paintings.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Oh, this one is really cool.
Ooh, I love it.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah. Here's one more.
All right.
So there's like others. Those are kind of like my favorites.
Okay.
And so yeah.
I painted a lot in my lifetime. I used to airbrush a lot. I was in the motorcycle industry. I was a pretty bomb.com airbrusher, and I did digital art, and when I was a kid, I oil painted and an acrylic, and I did a lot of watercolors the last couple of years. Painted a lot, but I never once thought maybe I'll make an NFT out of it. Actually, I run a t-shirt company called TMF Apparel, so I do a bunch of t-shirt designs as well.
TMF Apparel.
TMF Apparel, yep, that's me.
Nice.
And I have an
So what do
Etsy
you do?
link
Like
and
put
stuff.
different designs onto T-shirts?
Yeah, I DTG print them as well. Like I'm wearing one here. This is my my How the Grinch Stole Christmas Joe Biden T-shirt that I made. Thought it was funny.
Wow.
But I do most of my stuff was around like
Grinch.
the darn Grinch, the fitness motivation side of the world. So Jocko Willink inspired stuff, and I have fun ones and gym clothes and all kinds of stuff. But I do a bunch of them. Yep, print them. I sell a bunch of Joe Rogan T-shirts.
Okay.
So
Cool.
you know, fun stuff in the art
That's
space.
awesome. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Nice.
So, well, this was fun. We're gonna see if we can find someone that Jacob and can entertain.
All right. Well,
But
thank you.
good luck out there with
Enjoy.
your NFTs, and don't stop. Keep going. You'll make it.
You too. Peace
All right.
out.
Thanks. Fitness, finally. Damn it. They did not like you. Jim. Damn it. They don't want to talk to you at all. They're not interested.
I know, right? I have all the
Jim,
good
fitness.
information.
Come on. Workout. There we go. Come on. It was a gym, bro. Seriously. We might have to, you know what? We might have to do, we're just going to
Hey,
have
it's
to,
us again.
we might just have to make it blank because they're just intimidated by your appearance.
You know what it is. It's because of
Wow. What? Oh, dude, this is about to go down.
Yeah, I used to own a pet store back in high school. This was
Where is it?
This was
Right
the
here.
worst part about.
Look at this crazy shit.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
Dang it! I was
Damn.
invested in that.
Damn.
Yeah, Dan.
Oh, this guy with the guitar.
What's up, bros?
What's
Dude,
up?
what's going on, man?
How
We're
are you
just
guys doing?
hanging out. We're hanging out, man. We were trying to find somebody that Jacob would entertain with some fitness, motivational kind of conversation. We talked about investing a good bit. But we just had this dude who was about to feed a damn baby chicken to a snake. That's crazy. I don't know.
Baby chicken to a snake.
Dude,
That makes
yeah.
sense.
It
Yeah, like
was-
a little chickling.
It was like a chickling, and
That's
there
like
was a
giving him like a little a mouse or a mice.
yeah. That was a
I'm not gonna
large
lie,
snake
I
that
just
was
wanna
about to
see
eat that
shreds and
thing, and then
shit
it
right
just
now.
went away. I was like, holy shit, this is
okay.
getting real.
So
Which
how many
is-
subscribers you guys got? It says road to 10,000. How many? you
Yeah,
guys
I'm
got?
at like 65 something.
Oh, that's dope, dude. That's
It's not
really
bad. It's not bad.
No, that's dope. That's dope. You
But
guys do like
um,
podcast style?
yeah, I do a bunch of different type of podcast stuff. I stream stocks and investing during the day, and then I do other stuff as well. This one here is we're the Free as Fuck show, where we just talk about whatever, social commentary. But I have crypto and investing and stuff on there because it interests me, and I talk about it. I've literally probably spent the last 45 minutes talking to people about NFTs and options trading and stocks and crypto
Yeah.
and
For sure.
trying to find something. Jacob here is a personal trainer in the fitness realm, and a veteran. So we were trying to find someone that would entertain his brain a little bit.
Dude, I'm here for
And
the
that's
guitar
it.
right now.
But right now he said he's here for the guitar. So what you got?
All right, so he's here for the guitar.
He likes the guitar.
Yeah.
He likes the guitar.
Play us something original.
Something original. Here we go. That's about it.
Ah, I like it.
He likes it. It was good, man. That was good. How long you been playing guitar?
17 years.
Damn, that's a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Crushing. You ever been in a band?
No, I haven't. But I
No
hope
band.
to
All right.
be into the crypto game for 17 years one day, and somebody say, "Damn, how did you make all that money?" And I'll be like, "Crypto." They'll say, "How long did you do it?" I'll be like, 17 years. You know what I mean? Same analogy.
Yeah, I get it. I get the analogy. I
We will.
do.
We will, though. We're in the very beginning of it, guys. So
You
don't-
know, honestly, it could be the same. The same outcome could happen. You could play guitar for 17 years and then in 2 weeks on TikTok blow up and everyone knows who you are. Same as crypto. You could buy an altcoin and then tomorrow it could go up to 10,000%. So
that's true. That's
the only
very true.
difference is there's probably going to be people to buy your music. There might not be people on the other side of that altcoin.
Yeah.
It's the downside of the crypto side. You might hold $600 million worth of nothing that someone wants to buy, but
Someone wants to, and then no one wants
Yeah.
to buy it.
yeah, you're like, well, I'm worth $1 billion. You're like, you can't sell it. It ain't worth
Yeah,
dick.
there's no liquidity for it, though. Yeah, we got you.
Unfortunately.
I do
But-
buy into the early projects like that though.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, I tell people all the time, throw $50 into something worth absolutely nothing, and then come back in a few years. One of them might be worth something, and that's all you need. You know, one of them might be worth $100,000. The other ones might be worth nothing.
I use a lot of the dexes, and
Yeah.
I look on Twitter for the people launching their new projects, and I get into them, and I put $200, $300, $400 into each one of them, and
Hell yeah.
they're easy to catch at least one times your money, or 2 times your money, and I'm at least to pay for your gas fees in and out.
I like it,
know?
man. What do you
And then
do
I
for a
moved-
living? What do you do for a living over there? What's your background?
Crypto.
Well, now, what did you do before crypto?
Before crypto, a general manager for U-Haul.
Okay. All right. And then you just got deep into crypto. You just went all in.
I quit U-Haul right before COVID happened, and I had enough money to watch everybody be broke during crypto, or getting broke during COVID and losing their jobs. But I had already quit and had money, so it didn't affect me at all. But I watched what happened, and I kind of like got this different sense of money at that point.
Yeah.
And I started researching money differently, and then that's what led me into like, holy shit, it's super fucked up, and this is the future of the way they're molding the system. And if we get in right now, we can buy it before the government gets to really buy it, and
I like it.
force it upon everybody in the future, so to speak. And like when Apple says, well, this is the way we take payments, just do it this way for us, convert that to this for us. Here, we have an app, just press this button. That's all you have to do.
I like it.
It'll
So-
eventually happen.
Do you trade it? Do you actively like day trade it, or do you just more of a long buy and hold?
Yes, I do hold, say, Bitcoin and Ethereum and like your major ones on top,
I'm going to type one in here, and I'm going to tell you a short story. And since you are into them, have you heard of this coin? Hold on. Right here. You heard of this?
No.
So I'm going to tell you, I had never heard of it either. And I started streaming on this channel back in, I would say, February of this year.
Yeah.
And there was a guy that would jump on there, and we would trade stocks back and forth and talk about them and bullshit and stuff. And he just kind of became a regular on my channel. And he kept telling me, you got to buy this ILS coin. It's a penny stock. It was at like 2 cents or just below 2 cents.
That's cool, whatever.
He put a total investment of $27,000 into it. ILS is currently trading over 50 cents a freaking coin. And he is over almost, he had hit at one point 180,000 in his account.
Yeah.
And he's holding it till it gets to $4. Is his goal, because that'll put him at $1 million.
That's getting too emotional. He could
because
coins.
he could, and he does. He does also trade in Sybil, and he trades in. He's got like 5 on his main watch list, and he has gotten to the point. He was just buying ILS and holding it, and he's gotten to the point now where he is trading he's pulling out some and buying the dips and doing well. But I mean, there's too many days where he's up $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 on his crypto account.
That's where I guess I recommend having multiple wallets, and not just multiple wallets in the sense of having different wallets, but having different like portfolio plays for your mind, more aggressive ones and less aggressive ones. And you should know that like getting into a coin off the ground, usually the only direction off a coin from launch is up. You know what I mean? So
this one has a lot of growth potential. It is
you don't
look
stay
into
in
it.
it. You just catch your money to 1 times, 2 times it, pull out, and keep washing this whole craze of creation of coins getting pumped. It's a good way of like, and then at the same time take money and put it in securities, or it's more secure ones that we know, like Bitcoin, or all the big huge chains that everybody's going for right now.
Yeah. Well, put that one on your watch list. Look into it. I tell him anytime I talk with people at crypto
It's already
to look into ILS.
You're telling me now it's
No,
too late.
it's not too late.
Buy the rumor, sell the news.
No, it's not a this is more of a longer term play, because they're basically their blockchain backs the development of fire suppression technology in third world countries and stuff. So it's actually not just like a random coin.
Country, ISIS,
but
Not connecting dots.
But they've got he tells me all the ILS things going forward and the acquisitions they're making and stuff.
Do you know who the team is?
I do not. They just what's that fucker in Google? Let's see. I look into it sometimes, but man, he is the ILS dude. He tells me about it all the time.
All I do is I look at something and I go read their white paper, man. That's the first source I go to. Then I go to Twitter. Then I go to their Telegram, and I look how active and how good it looks, just like any product you review or look at. I don't know how old you are. I'm 33. I've been doing this for a while.
Yep.
I can look at something and you can judge. I've watched Nintendo come out. I watched Nintendo 64 come out, PlayStation 2. I'm watching NFTs and all this stuff. It's like I can look at stuff and kind of give it judgment or character. You know what I mean? You can see somebody setting up some bullshit versus.
Yeah, it says there will be a total of 100 million coins. Check the white paper to see how they are utilized. Coin price tracker, they don't have that, but I mean, he's been buying it, and I tell him that I will recommend it to people because it has definitely made life-altering changes in his life, and it's going up. You know, it'll probably be.
But imagine this: if we bought it
maybe
at 50 cents right now, it'd have to go to $1.04 for me even to double my money.
Yep.
And what's the market cap actually sitting at? Because that's really the most important part. I don't care what the cost is. What's the market cap?
Let's see. Let's see if we can pull that up.
Market cap
there.
is the driving factor.
Actually, today it's sitting at 38 cents as of the 19th.
38 cents. What's our
market cap? I'm trying to find. See if it shows it here. Market cap. 2.986 million.
Small.
Yeah, small cap.
Super small cap.
Mm-hmm. Trading at a volume of 11 million, 52-week range.
Days? Yeah, hold on. What are you looking at it on?
This is on Yahoo Finance.
Oh, I'm gonna go look at it on Dex Tools. Wait, are you telling me like a crypto, or are you telling me
it's a penny stock?
Like
it's traded OTC.
On something like
it's a coin, but it's traded. He buys it on E-Trade. It's traded on you can't buy it on like Webull or any of that bullshit, but you can trade it on. I think I can buy it maybe on TD.
How much is it trading for right now?
Right now it's 38 cents.
All right, I'm not looking at the right one here.
And 52-week high is 0.001 to 51 cents. That's where it's been this year. So,
yeah.
You know, it's had a hell of a run, but it's not one of those ones that pumps like 60% and then dumps. It's like it'll get like 7 to 8% runs, and it'll come down 4%. It's
of course.
You know, it's not that bad.
It's the people that were in it in the early times take the profits and try and keep it in.
I think day traders trade it pretty well. But
that's nice. That's nice.
Put it on your list. Check it out.
I'll put it on the list. I already checked it. I got it on my browser.
Maybe you'll make a few bucks off of that site.
That'll be dope. If you can point me towards that,
yeah. There you go. All right, man. We're gonna keep on trucking. We're gonna see if we can find some more people that Jacob can entertain. But good luck to you, man. Thanks for playing us a tune.
Yes.
Best of luck.
Good shit with the guitar, by the way. There we go. I'm learning. Even though I'm not listening, I'm listening.
Jim Bro. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to just change it. What's up?
Oh shit.
What are you up to? You got Jim on here.
I don't think you can hear us.
That dude ain't fucking around with nothing. There's that person. Snowboard. Comedy.
Damn, I'm getting fucking tired. That's 11:30. Holy shit.
Yeah.
This
man, you get
quick.
sucked into this. Jim, why do they even type that? Clearly.
I don't know.
What's up?
My first day buying her, I pulled hella stuff, but definitely haven't been as lucky ever since. Yeah, dude. So luck is something that, I mean, dude, very few people are lucky all the time. Oh, no.
Weird.
Dang, she was kind of. I was down for that conversation.
Motivation and fitness. It's not. Look, man, we strike out in your realm on an Omegle. Maybe it's the Sunday night crowd.
Maybe.
Could be. Trying to think of what else we could put in there. Powerlifting, CrossFit.
I'd be down for some powerlifting and stuff. Powerlifting, bodybuilding.
All right, let's see. Let's change our keywords. We're gonna take off current events, comedy, investing, crypto. We're gonna fitness.
I was having fun talking about those. I wasn't ready to talk about. I was definitely listening.
Powerlifting. What else? CrossFit. What else you got there?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know a lot about CrossFit, but it was about like gains and shit. I don't know. I'm game.
Maybe someone will show up with this one.
Yeah, 'cause I'm not the most knowledgeable one
On which one?
on CrossFit. Or I mean,
You are like the poster child for CrossFit.
the poster child of CrossFit.
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Nope. She did not want to get.
That was
This
not
dude
a
just
chick.
keep coming back.
That was not a chick.
You don't think that was a chick?
No. No.
Could have been.
Don't believe it.
I'm gonna say maybe. Maybe I'll just put you up there. Let's see. Maybe people will respond to just you.
Think so?
Could be. Crazier things have happened.
That's true. No, I was trying to ask him, I say squat. Let me get go. I'm gonna pause
You
up.
need a squat.
Dudes. Man. They don't squat. No.
Hey, he's still here. Oh, you missed your opportunity.
No. No, I can tell they didn't squat.
They didn't squat? Maybe they need to squat.
No.
Maybe they ain't doing squat.
Yeah, they need to squat. For sure. I'm like, dude, that's so much knowledge to dump on people. We're working out. Nobody wants to talk. You know what it is?
What is it?
Maybe I need to take my shirt off.
Oh, Jesus. There are a lot of people out there with some shirts off.
I got some good traps. Like, that's like
You do have some
prominent
impressive
feature.
straps.
So,
I ain't gonna lie.
this is a good angle right here. Like, I can just kind of just push my shoulders forward a little bit.
Yeah, you got some traps.
Yeah, baby oil. Fucking A. Drugs and shit. I have no idea what the hell. The Christmas tree. I can see it. You gotta step to the left, mate. There's lights on the floor.
Because the lights
I
on
can
the floor.
see it.
No, he had an axe.
Oh, well, I mean, you weren't specific, bro. There's a bunch of shit behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a tree.
Yeah, I mean, technically that's correct.
Yeah. I'm technically not
I'm
wrong.
going to say he's not wrong.
Yeah, I think I pass on that one.
Yeah.
Alright.
No. All right. I don't know what's happening.
Hey, I'm 1 for 1 on that one. You know?
One for.
Like, what's behind my back? A fucking tree. No, what's next? No, it's
What is
definitely also a
happening?
tree. I can see the lights, mate.
I'm like, what
Step-
is happening?
Step to the right. He's like, how did I not see that? I'm like, mother, you live there.
This is what kids do on the
What do
internet.
you mean?
Jacob.
You
This
didn't
is
see
the
the tree.
future.
You obviously put that tree there.
This is the future of our kids. Yikes.
At the president. Oh,
Look at
shit, we got
that.
an artist.
That's what's up.
God, I
Look at
love
that.
it.
Some manga art. What did you draw? Oh, she's got one, a watercolor pen. That's what that is.
You're the watercolor person, not me. I'm not
That's a
person.
watercolor pen. Those are cool. I dig them. They got water in them, and then you can just squeeze it, and it wets the brush a little bit, and then you mix color.
That's pretty
So
dope.
it's like a brush, but it, it's got an endless supply. Not an endless supply, but it's got water in it. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like some of
that's
those.
dope as shit.
Yeah, they're cool. That's really good though. Like they're not easy to use. Like that's some pretty legit shading happening right now on this this artwork.
I
that's
am-
here.
Not an artist at all, but I do appreciate
No,
it.
you
pretty
are
dope.
you're
Yeah.
pretty stupid.
Yeah. How the
I gotta laugh. You're a pretty useless individual. Well, if you need to lift something,
Yeah, if you
got
want
something
fucking
heavy laying around,
shit,
and you need a midget to lift something heavy,
Or if
you
have
can lift a
like
lot of
if
shit.
you have a 600-pound fucking air compressor, it needs to be moved.
Yeah,
from your shop.
I called this midget to lift a very heavy air compressor. He got the job done.
lift the weight.
He's like, it's
buddy.
heavy, bro. You've been just
That's
training
dope
for this.
as
so long."
fuck,
That's
dude.
really good. Yeah. We're checking this out.
Do you use the same pen for all the colors? Is that how it works?
Yeah, you can use this. Well, yeah, watercolor. You can use the same one. I mean, you might want to clean it off a little bit. See, it's got the little palette to the right there. You just kind of brush it off a little bit.
Is it like a bristle end or is it like a Sharpie kind of end?
No, it's a bristle.
Oh.
Not a Sharpie.
I mean, not like a sharp. I meant like the end piece. If it was like a sharp.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's like a little brush. It's more of like a I would say in its shape, similar to a Sharpie shape, but it's bristles, you know.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, no, they're cool.
Man, I wish I could draw. We're like totally stroking this guy's dick right now, but
no, we're not. Don't say that. We're not doing it. He could be 15. Don't say that. We don't know what's happening. Yes, but you understood that. Okay. Okay. So he's a Brazilian drawing Japanese.
That's good stuff, though. That was good.
I like it. It's very good. No, this is very good. We're gonna entertain this for a minute because
I gotta take
let's see where this is going. I like it. I've painted with watercolor a good bit. I never really got to use those pens that much because the kids used them, but I liked them. I liked the concept. Whoever created it, good concept for a pen.
Just a minute.
Oh, look at that shit.
Oh shit!
That's what's up.
Let me say.
Watercolor as well on that one.
This one was acrylic.
Okay, I was gonna say it doesn't look like watercolor. This is very good. I dig it, man. I'm an '80s baby, so I grew up with the turtles, man. They were my jam. I used to have all the action figures. Yeah, it's got all. Ooh-wee.
And I work with ink too.
I like that very much.
Hey, that looks really good.
It's very good.
That one I make with this pen. This really
Just that?
Just that.
Just that, bro. That's so good. I'm gonna share this.
Thank you, sir. And just about something like that.
8 hours. What the hell time frame are you in? That's amazing.
One more.
Wow.
Same
Check
technique.
that out.
I wish I was artistic like that.
Yeah, well, you should have spent your life lifting stuff. You should have done something with yourself. Look at that. That's great. Those are great.
The skull one was the shit. Sure. I like horses though too. That's my favorite.
Bro, with a fine tip pen, are you serious? That's amazing.
There's some other.
Very nice. I like all of this.
Thank you. A zombie here.
Ooh, very nice. Wow.
And those are good. Do you sell these or anything, or you just draw for hobby?
I'm selling. I'm taking commissions in a digital format, but work with traditional way too.
Very nice. I like this, man. You should be drawing live on YouTube. You should draw live for sure.
A lot of people tell me that. I'm thinking about it, but
don't think about it. You just do it because people need to see it, man. That's really impressive.
Thank you.
I was an airbrush artist for a long time, and I can draw decent and I can paint decent. I can airbrush the shit out of stuff, but that's really good, man, for sure. It's very impressive. I'm a fan.
I am too. This is the best one so far for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Man. All right.
That was really good.
That was good.
That's impressive.
Yeah, those stencilings were on.
With just that pen? Are you serious?
Yeah, that was great. The skull one was the shit. Like really I get when he pulled it up, I was like, damn, that's really deep. But when he got like actually close to the camera, I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, no, it's super detailed. I mean, you can draw it with like a 0.2 pen.
I didn't know you could even do that with a pen. That shows you how much like art knowledge I got.
0.
No, I mean I got a little bit. I definitely went to the Van Gogh experience last week. A couple weekends ago. How long ago did Vincent Van Gogh live, Jacob? How long ago did he live?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Exactly. You
definitely the
Lily
1800s. Yeah.
You said that with utter confidence. Utter confidence.
Damn. I feel like it was 1800s.
Utter
I could be
confidence.
completely wrong. But, dude, this guy's probably like 8 times. Fuck off, dude.
He died July 1890.
Yeah, see, I was, yeah. Exactly.
Okay. I mean, look,
Did you know Picasso?
you were scared. Don't lie to me.
Picasso was alive in like the 70s?
Yes.
Dude, I didn't know that until not long ago.
I don't think a lot of people know that.
Like,
Because we don't, because look, man, name like an artist other than Banksy that you know that's been like alive when you were alive. Fucking Picasso. Yeah, I mean, like every other artist is like from Victorian age. Like,
man,
that
I
was
just
fucking-
want to look at people's artworks. They're doing like art or something.
You want to put art in there?
Yeah, because the gym people suck.
Gym people suck.
Yeah, they all. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take Jim off.
I'm trying to drop some
Goodness.
knowledge on people, and
All right,
they're just not.
let's put art. Let's put art. I like art.
I'm down with some art. I
Let's see if we
appreciate
can find
art.
some artists.
I don't know fuck for shit about it, but I do like it. But yeah, man, fucking Picasso was in the 70s. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The Van Gogh, have you been yet? Have you been at all?
No.
It's actually pretty cool.
I should go with Megan, but we're poor.
It's like $20.
$20?
Dude,
That's
no, I
gross.
want
That's
to
like
say
2
I want to
weeks
say
ago.
it was actually like $20 a person. 25.
That is an upside down keyboard. It's not art.
I mean, it's
I mean, it's
up to
just aggressive art.
modern art.
I don't know. You have art on the wall. Other
Definitely
than
art.
that, what if this was a painting? That'd be pretty crazy.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
It's not. All right, that's weird. That guy could have been dead.
I never understand when like hey
Death.
there we go. Hell yeah. Oh man.
I don't know. I missed out. What was it?
What are you talking about?
It's got art on there, but what kind of art? Music art, drawing art, interpretation, life, death. What does the shirt say? It says death, skateboards.
I don't skateboard. You skateboard though.
Are you deaf?
How would he answer that?
Exactly. That's a trick question.
They can't hear
You
you.
wouldn't be deaf because he's got music playing in the background.
That's not necessarily true. Maybe it feels
There'd be no reason. You would
vibrations.
never have music in the background.
He's like, I don't know anything you are saying. If you were, oh, we can't hear him either. Man,
Ah. Oh, that's no fun.
I was like, I can't hear. I can hear him, but I can't hear him.
Ah. So like a mime.
He's good. He's good. I didn't catch up on that though, but he's fast. He's fast. Man. Well, he did do the Rockstar side, so I'm cool with that.
Ah. I don't know.
Okay. That's
I don't know. All right, we'll move on. That's
That's a good one.
It was interesting.
I didn't know what the fuck he was doing at first.
I don't know.
It's just like, hey, we're just gonna.
I was like, what's happening? Dude, there's some odd people. I talked to some people from around the world, though. Talked to a guy from Finland last week, and talked to somebody from,
Guten Tag.
What's up? What you got there? You got some art? You got a bunch of t-shirts? A show? What's that? It says, I'm gay. That's irrelevant.
That's
But
cool.
what's
I'm
that?
gay
What's the
too.
second
I'm married
one?
to a man.
He is legitimately married to a man.
That's actually true.
It's actually true. I don't know if
a
you're
black
a
man,
married
too, 'cause
man
of
or a
quality.
woman. We only see eyeballs and glasses. We can go either way. I don't know what that means.
Everybody's
Blue.
muted.
You
Boy.
got blue.
Boy. Blue is definitely muted.
Blue. Why does blue have to mean boy?
That's just
That's
the way.
so closed mind, Jacob.
That's just the way.
I gotta laugh. Fuck yeah. Yes. Open your mind. Women can have blue. Boys can have pink.
It is 2020.
I actually haven't talked this entire time as an Omegle. I mean, blue used to be a woman's color in the 1800s, and pink used to be a man's color in the 1800s. So.
I like pink.
Machine Gun Kelly wears pink all day or a day.
Pink.
Yeah.
Arguably could be a boy.
Yeah. It's just a gender, it's just a gender roles that we all created as a society that makes us switch up things and corrupts us from a very young age. So they would say, "Oh, pink is a girl's color, and boys can wear whatever they want." Something like that.
I like
It's
orange.
true. You like orange?
My favorite color.
My favorite color is black.
I
It's all the colors.
I mean, yeah, I would consider color black.
Black is all the colors.
But
Pretty much.
It's every color.
every color.
Yeah, I can't decide.
I used to think my favorite color was clear.
You are so dense, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Jesus
It's a true
Christ.
All
What?
right.
He said my favorite color is glass.
Yeah.
For
My
500,
favorite
Alex.
color is peach.
My favorite
Wait, no, it's
color.
already a color. My favorite color is an eggplant. There we go.
This dude's on Jeopardy. Jacob, for 500, what is your favorite color? He says,
What is a clear?
what is clear? And Alex Trebek went, leave. This motherfucker lost a free question on Jeopardy. Wow.
There we go.
Clear. Thank you. I'm glad we got you to speak. We were looking for some artists. We just saw a guy painting a manga. It was amazing.
It was actually
He
amazing.
actually had some amazing artwork on Amigo. I'm like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, so we decided to find some
Get on
competition.
something else.
'Cause he set the bar pretty high.
Oh, dude, the bar was like
was-
high jump level.
Yeah, he was
Leather.
phenomenal.
So Jacob here is in the fitness space. We're trying to find someone that
When
he
I'm
can
investing in art,
entertain and
man.
motivate. But now he's invested in art. He knows nothing about art, but he
No,
wants
I do
to
know Picasso
see.
was alive in the 70s, though.
He knows Picasso was alive in the 70s.
Yeah.
What type of art are you interested in? Like
all of
modern art,
All
all,
of it.
So
Yeah.
painting, digital, traditional.
Yeah, so okay, I'm not new in art. I did go to I was at the Van Gogh Museum when I was in Amsterdam. I went to the Van Gogh one here in Atlanta. I've gone to a shitload of art museums, especially in Europe.
Oh wow.
Those are museums, but when you're going,
I've been to a shitload of them. I've been to two.
Every freaking castle or everything you go to has paintings in it, dickheads.
I've been to places that have paintings.
That's-
Your bathroom has 2 paintings. I was just in there.
They're considered museums, fucker.
It was a museum in your house.
I hate both of you.
What is happening?
Look, I'm just gonna eat my damn apple. I'm not.
Sorry,
Disgusting.
I have to. It's just too
But-
easy.
Just fucking. I've been to an art museum. Oh really? Where's the address? Oh,
Yes.
123 Boulevard. That's your
Yes.
fucking house. What
Yes.
are you talking about?
That's right.
Yeah, just
Museum,
keep-
man. Your
keep
collection is exquisite.
Look,
It's mostly the Ross
it's
collection.
real. Yeah, the Ross
I get it.
collection.
Ross collection, mostly some Marshalls,
Ross has some good stuff.
and several
Maxx.
TJ Maxx.
Definitely TJ Maxx.
I actually have
Oh.
2 drawings on the wall. It's more like lettering and moon phases, but I have them on my wall.
Would you
currently.
like to see something that I personally have painted? I will go get it if you're interested.
Sure.
I want to see it.
Okay, you've seen
Let's
it.
see
You're
it.
in my fucking house. I'm gonna go get it. Hold on. Jesus Christ.
I didn't know you
Jacob.
painted shit.
What are you talking about?
I know we're best friends and all, but I had no idea.
Grab some. My grandma sewed a pillow for me once. I think it's still here.
All
Here it
right.
is. Got it.
I
Oh.
painted this.
Yeah, it was
And I
for high
painted,
school.
Oh,
I painted
yeah.
this to
That's
give it to
cute.
somebody else, but
Then
this
she
is
broke
what
up
it is
with
right
it.
here. No, look, right here. Oh, look, we
that's
got a
really
bad
nice.
glare. This is
Well,
a
that's really nice.
watercolor.
What the hell is that?
It's a wave.
Oh, it's a water
It's a
made of water.
It's a wave.
Yeah, it's good. That's
Right.
actually really good.
Yeah, right. It's pretty good.
Don't.
So
hype
I
them
painted that, and I meant to give it to this random person I met on the internet who was in the hospital with cancer.
up. Oh, well, now I
Oh.
feel bad for saying she
And-
with you.
Here's the irony of it. Well, you know, she's okay. She made it out, but I framed it for her and everything. And if you read the back of it, I wrote this description. I was giving it to her, right? Ah, shit, I hate that. Irony is the name to me, kind of funny. But I'll read it. I used to sit in my house after I got divorced and just paint at night. And so it was, oh, Jesus, this is heavy. It says, may this remind you that every storm is only temporary. Stay strong and beautiful. Because I felt like every wave like that can come and just wipe your life away in an instant, it's also only temporary. It's just a storm, it goes away. And the person was a Megan, which is
deep.
ironic.
Wow, really?
Because I met a Megan after that is still in my life. And she has her ups and downs too. So a win-win. I could give it to her.
Yeah.
But I did paint that. I've actually painted I've airbrushed a lot of stuff in my life. I used to professionally do that. But I painted watercolors and acrylics. And I could draw, procreate, and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm no artist at all.
Yeah.
At
I
all.
really like that analogy though.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta hang that back up on the wall when we're done here, but it does hang in my living room.
I've never even noticed that.
I know. That's because you're dense.
Yeah. That's coming on my hey, where are the snacks?
Oh, the snacks. Carter just made popcorn.
Ooh.
So steal some of that.
Nice.
Steal some of that from the 9-year-old who should be in bed.
1200 calories.
But we're out here just having fun, so the kid don't have school. Let him live his best life.
Mm.
But yeah, all right. Well, thanks for chatting with us. We're gonna move on. I'm
Yeah,
glad I got you
fun.
to laugh. That was worth it. Worth the stop.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
That's
No,
pretty
no
good.
art, but
No art. Mm. No, black screens. No art. How do kids even end up on here, man?
is there like a limit on how many like tags you can put in?
No.
That's probably like 900 fucking tags.
Yeah, maybe. What's up?
Hey,
Got
what's
some art
up,
up on
dude?
there? That's what's up.
Good.
You into
Damn,
art?
you guys do it? Yeah, what are you guys doing? You guys on a YouTube video?
Yeah, we're just hanging out, man. We were trying to find someone in the fitness motivation space for Jacob to talk to because he's a personal trainer. But we stumbled
Resorted
across
to art.
Well, we stumbled across this guy who was playing guitar and we enjoyed it. And then we stumbled across another guy who was doing a watercolor manga painting that was pretty amazing.
Phenomenal.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
actually, he had a bunch of other drawings he showed us that were just mind-blowing. I have an art background, but so Jacob decided we were going to change it up and look for artists
Yeah.
to show us some cool art.
And
It was shit.
some cool art.
Yeah,
Show you a painting I did.
let's see
Oh
it.
man.
I'm interested. Oh, look
okay,
at that thing.
fuck
That's
with
what's up. It's a pretty good size, too.
Yeah. Actually, I do a bunch of like, a bunch of crazy shit.
What is that? It
That's
looks
a
almost like
hand.
jellyfish from
I
here.
think.
Can't tell.
I'm looking at like the side of
But
your
I like
monitors.
it.
Everything's
This is big.
distorted in my screen.
I actually don't have much here. Like I usually sell my stuff, but
That's what's up.
you could check my Instagram.
That's you right there.
Oh,
Bruno
okay.
Vista.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. How long have you been painting?
Painting like since I was 18, so like 2.5 years.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Bruno
man. It's not
Vista.
bad.
I got one up now.
Are you into any other forms of art other than that?
Yeah, I make music. I got my stuff.
Hey, there you go. What kind of music are you into? What are you making?
Like R&B. Yeah.
R&B. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that niche isn't as prevalent as it used to be back in my
For
heyday.
sure, yeah.
You know, like man, where'd Jodeci go? What happened to that dude?
Where'd
There's
they
so
go,
many.
man?
Where'd they go? There was like 4 years in the early 2000s where it was just bangers after bangers,
Yeah.
and then they just disappeared. So many
all
R&B.
the old stuff was so good. I just don't know.
Yeah, so it
Personally,
went
like,
from
maybe
that
to
to the weird 90s music, and then early 2000s we had this run of straight R&B killers, and then
Yeah.
it just disappeared. All of them gone, like dinosaurs, just wiped out.
I think it's like not cool to be in your feelings anymore.
What, man? Look, man, that was all about being in the woman's feelings. That's what that was about. Shit, that was seductive. There was nothing sexier than any of that music, man, out there.
Where are you guys from? Where are you located?
We're outside Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're in the south
No,
side.
I'm in Western Canada actually.
Western Canada.
Yeah.
That's
if you know like Alberta, BC area.
That's way up there. I've been to Banff, Canada, when I was younger.
Banff, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty close actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I was a violinist, and I did an orchestra conference there when I was like 15.
Yeah,
we were out there.
Yeah, the Owls
spent the week in Banff. It was beautiful. Have any
I'm
what?
play viola and drums now.
Okay. I played. My only experience playing drums was on Rock Band, and I could crush it. I could not play drums in real life, but on that game, I was expert drummer. Blew my mind. No idea.
I'm curious. So what's your YouTube channel?
I run a Planet Podcast is my main channel here, and I do videos on investment, stock trading, life, current events, stuff like that. And this particular show that I used to do with a friend of mine called the Free as Fuck Podcast, and Jacob is sitting in, and we just, we're kind of just down the middle, man. We look like interesting people and conversations, and it's Sunday night, and Jacob here just got out of getting his heart ripped out of his chest by a woman, so he didn't want to stay at home by himself.
It's not that bad.
So I said, come over here. We'll meet some fun people on Omegle. We'll have some chats and kill some time. And we've been up here for freaking 2 hours.
I made it sound way worse.
I made it sound way worse than it is.
Where is there an outlet over here?
Exactly how it went down.
I hope I'm not on screen. Hopefully.
No, it's just us.
Am I on like audio though?
Yeah, we can hear you, but nobody can see.
Interesting. That's pretty cool, man. I just seen your account. You got like 7K. Pretty cool. Yeah,
I started it as a clips channel. I did a bunch of King and the Sting clips, comedy stuff, because I'm still a big kind of comedy. I enjoy it. I did stand up for a little while, and then I just decided I'm just gonna put out everything else that I'm interested in and just make content. So it's fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You do it full time?
I do it most of the time, almost full time.
Okay.
I also have a clothing line. I print custom apparel, EMF apparel, and I do all kind of stuff, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Well, play us something. You got some music? Let me hear something. Come on.
All right. Yeah.
What you got? R&B space, man. Give us a banger.
Oh, you want the R&B? Okay.
Yeah, man. Look. Yeah, you're young. I want to hear it.
All right. Wait, hold up. I got a lot. I'm gonna just run through.
These young cats think Drake is an R&B artist. Come on now. Give us something.
Come on now. Wait. That's not. Oh shoot! Actually, no. I have the best. All right, look now. You
don't set the bar too high now, because I'm gonna go up there with you. We're going the best.
The best.
The best.
Right now. This is gonna be funny as fuck. All right. It's good. It's good though. It's really good. All right. What's up?
How about be done with this one?
All right, I'm putting it public so I can listen to this. There we go.
We ready.
All right. It's with two homies of mine, two buddies.
Okay.
You could lose your love. Feeling sort of fun. God by my side. Till I cross my die. Is this you just by my side? Yeah, 20, 30. Gotta give. Just to have what I have. If I don't, then I don't need it. Gotta think like this, I ain't trying to fit. Gotta speak like this till you see it. Keep believing cause you're thinking. Ain't get that feeling until you feel me. I'm just going on the beam, but it's to be breathing. What's the meaning? I be leaving if you hanging. I be dead if I ain't listening. I be dead if I ain't reading. Tired of the life you fled. You home until I hopped up on the bed. Thank God for this break. Yes, every piece of the puzzle that's yet to come. Remember that last little piece that's missing. Yeah, find it one day. Yeah, find it one day. Real family never change up. I know more time should have been up. God keeps warming it up. Blessings on us. We all on their backs till we giving it back since we was young. On the attack, the devil creeps in through the cracks, drugs, the women, and the money. Started with a feeling was lovely. Demons in deep end, they try to take the meaning, peace with the freedom. That's their reason. The limit what we see. Gotta stop believing. Is this you just by my side? Grip the truth, let the fingers on the bar. Okay, put it here, but lose the eyes. I turn my feet on the line. What's not fly? Wish I'd been more blind so I could see what I tried. Wish I'd been more kind. Now I mean what I believe. Quit the mentions of grievances. Destroy what the demons did. Stand up like Peter did. Correction is a blessing. I know I've been tested. Still the waters we get some resting. We question the halos. The others may low. Know you stay close. I wake up. I wake up.
That's what's up. Good job, man. I dig it.
I'd actually call that more like I don't even know. That's like a little maybe like some R&B influence, but it was with two friends of mine. Not really R&B artists, but yeah, for sure.
I dig it, man.
Like that track, yeah.
I dig it. Keep up the good work, man. Put it out there.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Put it out there.
Appreciate it.
Keep it up. All right, man. Jacob's getting tired. So we're just gonna call it a night.
One of us has to get up early. Fucking.
I gotta get up, drive to the airport. So
I'll
good luck to you, man.
Good shit, bro.
You too.
All right, man. Anyone who watched us for the last 2 hours, power to you. We gotta end it with the FAF saying. Every time. I'm tired too, man. I gotta get up, man. Look, man. Some people are born free. Some people die free. Some people live free as fuck. Keep it classy, America. We'll see you guys on the next one.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't hear that song that was playing. Took a little bit of